used to not eat arugula, now I do. I didn't want to quit cigarettes, now I do. And I have. I quit cigarettes. I quit the tons of sugar that I used to eat. Kool-Aid, Tostitos, pizza rolls for the morning. Life cereal in the afternoon. And I'd be happy I had that. Be like, man, this is a meal. What do you mean? This is a meal. I'm getting my grains in. I'm getting my tomato sauce in. I'm getting my cheese in. Is that cheese all it's cracked up to be? Or is it just like Kirk Cousins cheese? Is that bread all it's cracked up to be? Or is it just Phillip Rivers bread? Is that tomatoes cracked all it's cracked up to be, or is it just Mark Sanchez tomatoes? Like the worst of the worst, rotten. So my point is, yeah, we got ingredients. We got the shit to make this shit, man. But it's not organic. It's not producing, or there's no line of continuance. There's no life. There's no continuity. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is fucking happening from this recipe. And I think with the Giants, there's a big difference between what people is saying and what people is thinking. People can think, yeah, the Giants need to do this, that, and the other, all they want, but they can't really say it because the Giants got 2 bowls, and the guy that did it is a 2-time MVP. He got chosen by people, by the game, the people amongst that Super Bowl. He got chosen to be MVP. So it's like hard to argue that Eli should go. You know what I mean? Except for when he plays like complete dog shit and throws the ball into the ground. I used to play Little League ball, and I played a year of high school ball, but I only did like kickoffs, and it was high school ball with me was very political, and I wanted to be there, and I wanted to run shit, but my body was too small. They stopped playing me, and I stopped going. I was just like, you know what? They're going to halt me. I was poor. I didn't have the money to just join another school team or something like that, My parents didn't care. Like, they just wanted to see me get on the team, and then that was it. But everything went to shit because I wasn't going to practice. I had played for 4 years, Little League, and I was running shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I got to high school, I wasn't running shit. I was like, sort of lame, kind of, because I was sitting on the bench, and I was just another skinny white boy sitting on a bench. And so I got into my mind a lot. I was this kid that didn't know what he wanted to do with his life except play football. I wanted to play football and be Eminem. Like, that was my life. And once football didn't pan out, I really just started not going to practice, not going to school. You know, I felt like people hated me and stuff like that. And all I ever wanted to do was play football. That's all I ever wanted to do. And it just went to shit. So, I say that to say I once took this very, very seriously. When I talk about sports, when I talk about the NFL, when I talk about college sports, when I talk about Madden football, it's not in vain. It's things that I've learned over the years. I've been studying football since 1999, essentially, when I started playing Madden. My brother hooked me on to Madden, taught me how to throw a ball outside. Like, we started watching football on TV. Originally, I liked John Elway, just because that was like my only image. It was like an all pro football or something. I can't remember the name of the game. It was on PlayStation, but it was 1999, and John Elway was on the cover, and so my favorite team was the Broncos. I liked the Broncos, and I just remember I liked their logo early on the most, back in like 1999. And once year like 2003 came along, and Marshall Faulk was on the cover of Madden, and then Vic the year after that, it started like, wow, the Broncos some shit. Like, I don't even like the motherfucking Broncos like that. I don't even like nobody on the fucking Broncos like that, except like, you know, McCaffrey was good receiver, and, you know, Jake the Snake Plumber, stuff like that. But I mean, I never was wild crazy. I mean, I remember they had Aqib Talib at one point, or something like that. But I was never wild. They had Champ Bailey. I was never wild with them. I didn't see a lot of reason to like them. They didn't have the market for my head. And I started thinking over time, like, you know what? I'm from Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I live in D.C. now, so I gotta watch the Redskins, but I'm from Jersey. And so with that, just became, you know, I just like the Giants after that. So there's always a reasoning with me. I never sort of just aimlessly talk about something without actually studying it, having known about it, having been and delved in that subject. You know, I know everything about football. I can get back there and run a ball. I used to get back there and block. I played fullback for a lot of years, because that was just, when you have an I formation, and that's the only thing your coach really thinks about. Little League, that's really all they really do. I don't know what they do nowadays. They probably do a lot of wildcat, I would imagine. But back then, it was mostly I form running back. We still did the wildcat, like at my last year of football. But it wasn't. That was just the thing. Like, we used to always have a fullback because it was extra blocking. And they would always have me, first of all, fullback wasn't even my only position. Everybody would play like both positions. That's what everybody did in Little League back then, was they played both positions in football. So, I got off Little League, failed school, failed Little League, didn't know what to do with my life. And I just reverted back into like childhood, like just becoming a fucking infant again, getting skinny, just looking at TV all day, just getting nastified and ugly and hairy, and everything that comes with being unhealthy happened to me. My eyes went bad. My eyes were already bad, but they were just getting worse. And then one day I was like, man, I'm 18 years old. I'm gonna get off fucking meat. I'm gonna stop eating fucking beef. And I'm gonna get on bison. I'm gonna start thinking about my diet. It's hard to think about your diet though when everybody that lives around you is a complete fuck up and smokes and drinks and does all the conventional shit that a family does. So my video right now today is to talk about my dreams of football that have basically gotten shattered because of my head and because of my physicality, really, man. Like when I was up against dudes that were like fucking 6 feet and I was only like 5, 7 or 8 at the time, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Like, my body's not growing with these people. My body is fucking smaller than these guys. I gotta figure out a different way. And they weren't playing me. They were not fucking playing me. I was good, but the only time the coach would ever see me perform anything was, on a kickoff return when I would basically beg to say, hey, coach, can I get out there? Hey, coach, can I get out there? Just basically just getting ignored because I was small. And I didn't put it into my head, like, I gotta have the right diet, man. I gotta have the right diet. I didn't understand any of this shit until now. It's amazing how the way you're raised could be make or break your success. I didn't even know anything about health until I'm fucking 26 years old. It's pathetic. Wow, there's somebody in this party. Probably doesn't even speak English. Yep. But now I'm working on myself. Trying to be Bruce Lee now. I envision taking a snap in the NFL. That's all I want to do. I just want to take one snap in the NFL. One run. I know I can do it. I'm going to get big. I'm going to get tough. I'm going to take a snap in the NFL. Just one snap. I'm going to contract, and I'm going to sign a waiver, and I'm going to say, I don't care if I get hurt. I don't care if I get knocked out. If my fucking head falls off, I want to take one snap in the NFL. Just one. That's my dream. I hope I can accomplish it.